On August 15, 2018, CBI agent KELLON HASSENSTAB, began assisting Frederick Police Department on a missing person investigation. I was assigned to call CRISTINA MEACHAM, an associate of missing person Shanann Watts. I reached Meacham via telephone at approximately 10:30 a.m. She agreed to speak with me regarding Shanann Watts. I spoke with Meacham via my work cell phone and the conversation was not recorded. Meacham told me she has known Shanann Watts for approximately 14 years. And they used to work together in North Carolina, previously. Meacham said she flew out to Colorado in August 2017, and stayed with Shanann Watts in the Watts home for 2 months, while Shanann Watts was recovering from a surgery. The last time Meacham saw Shanann Watts in person was June of 2018, in San Diego. They last spoke on the phone on Friday, August 10, 2018. During our phone conversation, Meacham referenced numerous text messages Shanann Watts sent her regarding her marriage to Chris Watts. On August 16, 2018, I received digital image files via email from Meacham which contained screenshots of the messages. As a result, 89 image files of text messages are attached to this report. The text message string appears to start when Shanann Watts is on vacation in North Carolina and ends with a message sent from Meacham to Shanann Watts on the day she disappeared. Meacham told me Shanann Watts told her during Shanann Watts' recent trip to North Carolina, Chris Watts came to visit her and there were problems. Meacham advised Shanann Watts said Chris Watts would not hug or kiss her, appeared to be only focused on food, and it was a rough time overall. Prior to this, Meacham perceived that the marriage between Shanann and Chris Watts was very good and described it as a model relationship. Regarding the marriage and relationship, Meacham perceived that Shanann Watts was in charge of the house, as she was very organized and he would do whatever she told him to do. Meacham described Shanann Watts as OCD in the way the household operated. In recent weeks, Meacham described Shanann Watts as being increasingly frustrated with Chris Watts' behavior and their marriage. Shanann Watts told Meacham that Chris Watts left to sleep on a couch during an argument, and they were also arguing about who wanted the new baby. Shanann Watts told Meacham that Chris Watts would not fight back during arguments, and was distant. Shanann Watts said Chris Watts was being an asshole and refused to have sexual relations with her after she returned from North Carolina. According to Meacham, Shanann Watts described that she doesn't know Chris Watts anymore and was scared about how Chris Watts was going to respond to the new baby in the household. Additionally, Chris Watts told Shanann Watts that they were no longer compatible, according to what Meacham was told. Meacham described her perception that the Watts family had financial problems. Meacham said the Watts were living above their means, and said Shanann Watts was concerned about the expense of buying food during the recent period that Meacham lived with them. Meacham detailed the events of August 13, 2018. She was called by Nikki, a mutual friend of Shanann Watts and her. She was on the phone with Nikki during the time Nikki went to the Watts home to try to locate Shanann Watts before calling Chris Watts at work. Meacham told me she believed Chris Watts' reported behaviors on August 13, 2018 are inconsistent with his past behavior. In particular, Meacham said Chris Watts never backed his work truck to the garage during the 2 months she lived there. She said he always parked to the left of the front door, and always left the house out of the front door. Meacham told me Shanann Watts wouldn't have left the house without medication and sandals, and would not have missed the first day of kindergarten for the kids. Meacham believed the missing person report regarding Shanann Watts was 100% out of character, and said Shanann Watts has plenty of friends and places to go. Meacham also had knowledge Shanann Watts was planning a weekend trip to Aspen with Chris Watts for the weekend after she went missing, August 18 to 19. Furthermore, according to Meacham, Chris Watts had agreed to go to marriage counseling with Shanann Watts. Nothing further.